On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Spacecraft.
A vehicle designed to travel through space, typically carrying astronauts or scientific instruments.
Examples:
Spacecraft launch. Alien spacecraft. The human-crewed spacecraft successfully landed on the Moon, fulfilling its mission.
Anomalous.
Deviating from what is standard or expected, unexpected or unusual in a way that is difficult to explain.
Examples:
Anomalous behavior. Anomalous result. The data from the study was anomalous and unexpected.
Geology.
A science that deals with the history of the Earth as recorded in rocks.
Examples:
Bureau of Geology. Local geology. He was a visiting geology professor at the University of Tokyo.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Saturnine.
Having a gloomy or sullen temperament, characterized by a sluggish or somber mood, also associated with the planet Saturn in astrology.
Examples:
Saturnine mood. Saturnine expression. His saturnine demeanor made it difficult for others to approach him.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Stripe.
A long, narrow band of a different color or texture than the surface on which it appears.
Examples:
A white stripe. Stripe texture. The plates have a blue stripe around the edge.
Fracture.
The breaking or cracking of a rigid material or object such as bone.
Examples:
Fracture test. Risk of bone fractures. X-ray inspection revealed many fractures.
Crossing.
The act of going from one side to the other, a place where roads, railway tracks, or rivers intersect.
Examples:
Crossing bridge. A crossing keeper. The busy road was closed for a few hours for a railway crossing.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface, a long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Hemisphere.
Half of the terrestrial globe, half of a sphere.
Examples:
Northern Hemisphere. Cerebral Hemisphere. This weather pattern is unique to the Southern Hemisphere.
Onset.
The beginning or early stages of unpleasant something, a military attack.
Examples:
At the first onset. The onset of spring. This medicine works best when taken at the onset of a cold.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Mind-blowing.
Extremely impressive in a way that affects someone's mind or emotions.
Examples:
Mind-blowing discovery. A mind-blowing horror story. The mind-blowing effects of the psychedelic drug were unlike anything he had ever experienced.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban formed the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Towering.
Very tall or high, often to an impressive or intimidating degree, powerful or dominant in influence or stature.
Examples:
Towering trees. Towering mountain. The towering skyscraper blocked out the sun on the street below.
Jet.
A type of aircraft that is powered by one or more jet engines and can fly at high speeds, typically over long distances.
Examples:
Private jet. Commercial jet. The jet flew over the ocean at high speed, reaching its destination in hours.
Erupt.
Of a volcano, to become active and eject rocks, smoke, etc., to start abruptly and violently.
Examples:
Erupt in anger. Erupt into tears. Battles between whites and blacks erupted immediately.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples:
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Accompany.
To go somewhere or travel with someone or something.
Examples:
Accompany a chicken dish. Accompany the book. Please let me know if you want to accompany me to my hometown.
Vapor.
A mass of tiny liquid drops in the air.
Examples:
Alcohol vapor. Water vapor in the atmosphere. Clouds form when water vapor rises to the upper atmosphere.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Compound.
An item composed of two or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of two or more elements.
Examples:
Aquatic compound. Harmful compound. Common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Methane.
A chemical compound with the chemical formula CH4 with no smell or color, often used as a fuel.
Examples:
Atmospheric methane. Reduce methane emissions. The ignition of methane gas in the plant killed 5 employees.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Specification.
A detailed description of the characteristics, features, or requirements of something, typically a product or system, a written statement that outlines the standards, procedures, or requirements for a project or job.
Examples:
Functional specification. Engineering specification. The project specifications outline the goals and requirements for the team to complete.
Geyser.
A natural hot spring that periodically ejects a column of boiling water and steam into the air, a device that produces a similar effect for decorative or practical purposes.
Examples:
Erupting geyser, Yellowstone geyser. The geyser's hot water generates electricity for nearby towns and cities.
Chamber.
A large room used for a formal, public, or particular purpose, one of the parts of a parliament.
Examples:
A gas chamber, the lower chamber. The surgeon made an incision in the chambers of the patient's heart.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid, hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Environment.
The natural world, such as air, water, and land, in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Probiotic.
A substance, typically a live bacterium, that is ingested to provide health benefits, particularly in aiding digestion or strengthening the immune system.
Examples:
Probiotic supplement. Probiotic yogurt. Probiotic-rich foods, such as kefir and sauerkraut, can improve digestive health.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Intervene.
To intentionally get involved in a situation to improve it or prevent it from getting worse.
Examples:
Intervene in a dispute. Intervene between quarreling parties. Following international law, our country does not intervene in the internal affairs of our neighbors.
Dense.
Containing a large number of people or something with little space between them.
Examples:
Nutrient-dense foods. Dense forests. The entire mountain is covered in dense rainforest.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Measurement.
The act or process of finding something's size, quantity, or degree.
Examples:
Chest measurement. A precise measurement. The measurement error of this industrial machine is less than 1 micrometer.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Amino.
Compounds and functional groups that contain a basic nitrogen atom with a lone pair, NH2, that combine to make protein.
Examples:
Amino compound. Amino acid. This company was granted a patent for its amino resin manufacturing process.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Benzene.
A colorless, flammable liquid hydrocarbon compound with a distinctive sweet odor, commonly used as an industrial solvent and as a starting material for the production of various chemicals.
Examples:
Benzene ring. Benzene molecule. Exposure to high levels of benzene can lead to several health issues.
Hydrogen.
The chemical element that is the lightest gas is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and combines with oxygen to form water.
Examples:
hydrogen gas, heavy hydrogen. The hydrogen and the oxygen react and then form water.
Cyanide.
A highly toxic compound consisting of a carbon atom triple bonded to a nitrogen atom, most often encountered as hydrogen cyanide or one of its salts, often used in industrial processes, insecticides, and as a lethal poison.
Examples:
cyanide poisoning, hydrogen cyanide. The use of cyanide as a chemical weapon is prohibited under international law.
Formaldehyde.
A colorless, flammable liquid with a strong, pungent smell used as a preservative and in the manufacture of various products.
Examples:
formaldehyde solution, formaldehyde odor. Exposure to high levels of formaldehyde can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat, as well as respiratory problems and cancer.
Droplet.
A small drop of liquid.
Examples:
droplet size, droplet formation. A single droplet of water can reflect the entire world upside down.
Saltiness.
The quality or state of being salty.
Examples:
the taste of saltiness. Enhance the saltiness. She tasted the dish and detected a slight saltiness.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
circumstance of birth, circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
supple muscles, supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
toxic chemicals, a chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Sustain.
To supply enough of what somebody or something needs in order to survive or exist, to accept as valid.
Examples:
sustain a good relationship with him. Sustain a wellness lifestyle. She struggled to sustain the children's reading habits.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Confident.
Feeling sure about your abilities or qualities, or having trust in people, plans, or the future.
Examples:
Feel confident. A confident remark. I'm not confident in our victory.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Hospitable.
Friendly and generous to visitors or guests.
Examples:
Hospitable environment. A hospitable welcome. He is a good-natured and hospitable man.
Organism.
A tiny living thing.
Examples:
Aerobic organism. Group of organisms. A diversified plant species generally enhances beneficial organism populations.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Await.
To wait or stay ready for something. To expect or anticipate something.
Examples:
Await the arrival. Await your reply. We await the results of the election with anticipation.
Arrival.
The act or situation of coming or being brought to a place, accomplishment of an objective.
Examples:
Arrival and departure gate. Arrival at a conclusion. Weather forecasters are predicting the arrival of a heat wave.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Specifically.
Only associated with or meant for one thing.
Examples:
Designed specifically for men. For specifically American customers. This ad campaign is aimed specifically at young women.
Equip.
To provide a person or a place with the things that are needed for a particular purpose or activity.
Examples:
Equip an army. Equip our children with some special skills. The construction company equipped the building with an earthquake-resistant device.
Meantime.
The interval or period of time between two events, the interim or temporary time period between two actions or stages of something else.
Examples.
Meantime report. For the meantime. In the meantime, while we wait for the results, let's start working on the next project.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples.
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Interplanetary.
Relating to or occurring between planets, particularly regarding space travel or communication.
Examples.
Interplanetary debris. Interplanetary exploration. Scientists are working on developing interplanetary travel to explore other planets in our solar system.